It was time to start building section 2, which is everything aft of the nose section. This is the master electronic drawing, consisting of 100 layers of drawings. Steve did all the technical illustrations based on photos and known measurements. A new steel floor stand would need to be constructed. Steve met with Ben, the welder, and finalized the best design. It would consist of a steel base with 6 steel uprights to hold up the Comet fuselage. A 3D model of the floor stand in purple, the longerons in green, crossbars in blue, and all the bulkheads, floor beams, and frames to be attached was produced. Winter was a long process, and we had plenty of snowstorms. A lot of shoveling had to be done just to get into the hangar. By April 2025, Ben and his team had produced the steel floor stand, fabricated to exact specifications within 1/32 of an inch. It was absolutely perfect. Painting the steel floor stand took a week. A 3D video was produced to verify the assembly sequence of all the parts. If anything was assembled in the wrong order, parts would need to be unbolted and the process restarted. Next, the longerons would be built. The design called for 6 longerons, each 2x4 by 1/4 inch aluminum. The complex design would require 280 holes drilled into the 6 longerons. Here, Dave and Steve start the long process of precision drilling the longerons. Full-scale templates were produced, enabling us to mark holes exactly. The forward floor beams were also cut. Each of the 13 floor beams would have 28 holes to cut. That would be another 360 holes. Initial assembly occurred, with Steve and Russ bolting the longerons to the steel floor stand. Then bulkheads 10, 8, and 4 would be attached. This would be the first proof that the drawings and our machining was accurate. Just as planned, all the parts assembled perfectly. Two 3/4-inch aluminum plate crossbeams would enable the forward longerons to attach to the mid longerons. With the aft and mid longerons bolted in, the forward longerons are being attached. With all high-strength bolts torqued, the load-bearing structure of Section 2 was complete. Here, the forward nose landing gear compartment can be seen. We were glad to see that the structure was amazingly strong. Section 1 would need to be removed from its black steel stand, so a cradle was designed to enable its removal. Levi and Steve built the cradle in a day. Using a jack, Section 1 and its steel stand was lifted off the ground. The cradle would be placed underneath. Section 1 would be unbolted from its steel stand, and then Section 1 would be lowered onto the cradle. The cradle was needed because the aft side of Section 1 would need to be unobstructed as it was lifted onto the forward longerons of Section 2. The big day came in late April 2025 and Section 1 was lifted onto Section 2. For the first time, Section 1 and 2 were joined. Here you can see the nose landing gear panels installed, as well as most floor beams positioned. John and Jay joined the team doing initial bolting of Section 1 onto the forward longerons, as well as riveting at frame 10. Come back for Episode 7 to see how the project progresses. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please make a donation at dehavillandcomet.com so we can continue funding the Comet project.